What's going on, guys? Delgado here, the MLMP, and it's been a few days since I made a video, so I actually had surgery on my meniscus and been reading Grant Cardone's books. Got the 10X, listening to that on audio. I reread Selling to Survive, as well as took a lot of good notes on If You're Not First, You're Last. So those are the books that I've been through so far. I'm going to go ahead and get Sell or Be Sold, and probably The Closer's Guide, I think, is the other one he has, I believe, or The Closer's Survival Guide. Sorry about that. But Grant Cardone, if you haven't heard of him, check him out. GrantCardone.com. He's got fantastic information. But yeah, I just wanted to come at you. And while I was in surgery, actually, or after surgery, getting the meniscus, I was laid up for a few days just to give it rest and whatnot. I definitely babied it and elevated it, iced it, rested it, whatnot. But I wanted to let you know that in Grant's book, the 10X, actually, the 10X rule, he actually says goal setting and go over your goals every single day, because if your goals are that important to you and you want to achieve them, then you shouldn't do it just one time a year. Okay, and I really feel that's accurate. And so what I did is I started doing my notes, or I'm sorry, I started doing my my goals. I got them right over here, and I was doing them every single day, 2 times a day. I almost filled up this whole notepad here. Look at that, boom, 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 every single day, twice a day. Okay, and it's funny because Grant Cardone says basically, he's like, choose objectives that are just out of reach, you know, just way out of reach, whatnot, and write things down that you have not achieved, but write them in the sense that you did achieve them or you are achieving them right now. For instance, one of the goals was like, I want to have a happy and healthy relationship with my wife. Well, instead you're writing it as, I have a happy and healthy relationship with my wife, or day by day my wife and I are falling more and more in love, or something like, instead of saying I want a net worth of something, you want to say, I have a net worth of $3 million+ a year, or I'm sorry, not a year, but I have a net worth of $3 million+, and then I make $100,000 plus per month. Not what I want to do, it's what you are doing right now. Okay, so I started off fantastic, like everything. You always get that motivation. You're like, Jojo the circus clown. You're super excited and you do everything that the book says. I went into surgery, and actually I wasn't able to come downstairs because I didn't want to work the stairs very much. So I had my notepad and my goals down here, and I ended up being lazy and not doing them for a few days. And then after that it became a week, and then now it's basically a week and 2 days since I've written my last goal. So you know, the big thing that I was listening to the Grant Cardone today is he talks about mindset, you know, getting in the proper mindset. What happened when I was injured or after surgery, I was just like, you know, whatever, it'll be there when I get back. But the main thing is, to be honest, I actually took my eye off the ball and I took my eye off the prize, which is hammer whatever business I'm in as hard as possible, 10x everything, and do it to just the outrageous amounts. For instance, what I really took away from his 10x rule book was social media. Okay, this guy is social media like crazy. I mean, you know, he's on Twitter, and he doesn't just post like once, twice, 3 or 4 times per day. The dude literally posts 2 hours or 2 posts every single hour, like 24 hours a day or something like that, or just a ridiculous amount. So there I was, after hearing his 10x rule, I went ahead, got a Twitter account, or if I had, actually I already had the Twitter account, but I said, all right, I'm going to start using it, started posting some things, and boom, before you know it, Grant Cardone, the author that I've been reading, actually retweeted one of my tweets that I did a review on his book, and then his wife, and then his COO, and then some of his salespeople. So boom, it blew up so fast. And then I started looking at things. I'm re-listening to the 10x rule, and then I see it again. It says, hey, get after it. Go balls to the wall with this social media stuff. Own it. You know, make it your bitch. And so what I did is I took a step back after hearing that again through his book in audio that I was listening to earlier, and I looked at my tweets, and again, sure enough, I only did like 1 or 2 tweets per day at most. So it's time for me to get after it again. I got to start getting back on my goals. But my main message that I wanted to tell you today was mindset. You remember, mindset is so important. Everybody feels that if you had certain things, then your mindset will be better. But what I keep reading and what I keep hearing, before I go to bed, I even put in another, I think it's the 50th rule. It's a book by 50 Cent and some other dude, and I just put it in before bed in audio and fall asleep to it. But another thing he was saying that I took from that audio with 50 Cent, the rapper actually, is even before he was famous, he was visualizing all these things that were happening, and then lo and behold, a few years later they started happening. But in the meantime, throughout that 1 to 2 years that nothing happened or was in the process of happening, he kept visualizing the same thing, or visualizing what it was like, visualizing who he would deal with, what businesses he would be in, and what things he would do. And the main thing is it seems like when we're at kind of a low point in our life, or even if you're not in a low point, just maybe a standstill or a stagnant frame, what happens is you start doing things that you think aren't mattering, such as myself. Like, I stopped doing the goals every day, and I stopped doing them completely. But you know, like I said, I was previously doing them once in the morning and once at night. And then so what we do is we start feeling like, oh, nothing's happening, because we're so used to that instant gratification, drive-through, add water society that we live in right now. If we don't see our goal accomplished in, I think I was writing them down for 2 to 3 weeks, then it's like, oh, this isn't working. I mean, I'm a culprit of that as well. That's why I have the mindset kind of background up here, is because, I mean, it's huge. It's really, really big. And what we have to do is fix this, the 6-inch between our ears first, and it makes things a lot easier to fix things that's going on around us, okay? Again, I'm not the uber successful person that I know I'm going to be just yet, but I'm getting that mindset. I'm working towards it. I'm already in the process. I'm starting to visualize, and that's another topic. But man, visualization is so dang hard for me. Grant talks about it in his book. 50 Cent talked about it in the 50th Rule book. And you know, I'm working on that. It's almost like a yoga or meditation. It's like, boom, I feel like I'm doing it for 30-40 minutes, and I've only ended up doing it for like a minute, and I'm like, okay, I gotta check my phone, I gotta see what's on yahoo.com to see what's going on in the news or whatnot. So eventually I just gotta get all that out of my system and learn just to focus, and really focus, visualize, and look what my future is gonna be like, or what I want my future to be. And I want to do it for a long period of time, so when I open my eyes, I'm like, whoa, what world am I in? Because I was so strongly visualizing what world I created for myself when I was you know, meditating or whatever you want to call it, that when I open up my eyes, I'm like, oh, here's the real world. I can't wait to get back to that world that I'm creating. But in order to do that, you have to visualize. You have to write down your goals. You have to do those small steps that you think aren't doing anything, that are going to make a huge impact when they start taking effect, okay? This is Delgado. Just wanted to say hi. I'm apologizing. It's been a little while since I created a video, but I'm back, and I'm going to be consistent. I'm going to get on social media, and you're going to love it. You guys take it easy. Keep that comment love down below. Comment at me. Let's keep this interactive, and let me know where you are on your mindset. You know, where are you at right now? Maybe make it social, and then before you know it, you're holding yourself accountable to doing something and getting after it, all right? One line that I really love, and I think I'm going to start ending with it a lot, is you don't have to be extraordinary to get started, but you have to get started to be extraordinary, okay? You guys take it easy. This is Delgado. We'll talk to you later.